Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Monday evening community call. I'm your co-host, Robin Blank Mascari. I'm joined here with Gregory, and we're here to welcome you to every Monday night where we get together as a community. We celebrate successes. We sometimes do some training. We give updates and news you can use. So we go through our weekly newsletter, and Gregory will put that on the screen in just a minute. And pretty soon we're going to jump into things. So, honey, would you please put the newsletter up and we'll get things rolling here. So as you guys know, one of our favoriteest things in the world to do is to celebrate rank advancements. And because there's so many of you guys, we do directors and above, and there was a rank advancement promotion. We had lots of wonderful people rank advancing, which is very exciting. And now they get to maintain it to get the full bonuses at the executive and above level. But this evening we have a very special guest. She couldn't make it last week. And I'm going to turn things over to her sponsor to introduce her. And then I'm going to ask her a few questions on success leaves clues, because that's what we love to talk about. So I'm going to open things up for Mr. Bill Woodrow, who is here with us, and he is Trisha's sponsor and a wonderful longtime friend of ours that we've worked together for many, many years, a consummate professional, just an absolute gem that a lot of you don't know yet, but you're going to get to know him. So Bill, would you please bring your screen on and unmute your line and introduce Trisha for us? You're still muted. Let's see, can you unmute? We're getting there. And put your camera on. Let's see, you having difficulty here? Okay.
Unmute, did that work?
Oh, yay. Okay, now what about a camera?
I'm looking.
We want to see you too.
Share screen.
Not share screen, video down at the bottom left.
It shows you how technically savvy I am.
And you know what? Isn't it wonderful that you don't have to be technically savvy to be in this business?
Thank God for that.
There you go. You're getting it now.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know where the screen is.
Okay, well, you know what? We're going to continue without getting to see you, unfortunately, but why don't you introduce Trisha?
Well, Trisha and I have worked together for, oh gosh, over 20 years. And we've been in a lot of different MLM adventures together. And one of the things that I really love about Trisha is she's one of these individuals that is able to impart something to you that she really cares. And I really think I believe the secret, if there is a secret to this business, is really caring about people and helping other people succeed. And what a work ethic this lady has. She's challenging me all the time just with her consistency and her zeal, her fervor. And I just love working with her. And I know anybody who has had the opportunity to work with her has felt the same way. And she's going to have a lot of great ideas for us tonight. And, you know, she's the kind of leader that is in the heat of battle. She's leading from the front. So, and she's always there for you when you need her. So, Trisha, I know you have a lot of wonderful things to share with us tonight. I love you, and take it away.
Okay, Trish, you want to put your camera on? There you are.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, guys, happy New Year's, guys. I am so happy to be here. Robin, thanks so much for inviting me to the call tonight. And Bill, I can't thank you enough for remembering me and thinking of me and sharing this amazing company with me. It has totally changed my life in so many ways. And I'm just so grateful that you remembered me. And yeah, we go back like 20 years. You know, Bill and I hadn't actually talked for probably maybe like close to 10 years, you know? So, guys, that's a clue. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. even if it's been a long time, because you never know where they're at, you know, and you never know where that can lead, you know. And
So let me jump in here. I'm going to jump in a little bit and guide things along, if I may. Because Trisha, when I first met you, I was deeply moved by exactly what Bill talked about. You know, who you are, how much you care, your work ethic, and you weren't very well health wise when we started. And you know, the main focus before you started sharing was to really get yourself and your son really healthy again. So once that happened, and it took a little while, but things got much better. So what shifted in you to really embrace this as a business and really, you know, share with people?
well, you know, when Bill first called me, I was not at all looking for business, not at all. And but you know, I was really interested when he started sharing with me what he had experienced, and you know, the people around him, the stories, and then he sent me these videos, and it was like I had never seen anything like that. You know, it was something new to me. So it was like, if this can do anything, just a fraction of what I'm seeing here, this is amazing. And my first thought really was for my husband, because you know, yeah, I was going through some challenges too, but my husband's really been through, I mean, for as long as I've known him, almost, he's been, you know, has a lot of issues. And you know, in fact, the doctor had him strung out on two different kinds of opioids for like years. And you know, and then all of a sudden, a couple of years ago, you know, the state said, yeah, okay, to the doctors, you know, no more, no more. And that's really a good thing, because it was, you know, those aren't good for you. But it was like, okay, what are you going to do now? You know, how are you going to get by? And so he started going to pain clinics and everything, and it just wasn't cutting it. So he was having problems. And so I thought, gosh, I wonder if this will help. I wonder if this would do anything. You know, the only problem was, um, he's gotten so skeptical. You know, I've been in the industry for 35 years, right? So there's a lot of products that have come across my desk, and it's like he's got to the point to where it was like, you know, I don't even hear about, I want to hear about any natural supplements, you know, because they don't work. You know, just a shake, you know, lotion, potion, or pill, you know, just forget it. I'm not interested, you know? And so it's like, how am I going to get this guy to use it? But thankfully, you know, really, because of how simple it is and how easy it is, you know, just stick this on, you know, forget about it. He was willing to do it. He says, okay, it's not going to work, but I'm willing to give it a try, you know, for a month. And, you know, but you know, it's not going to do anything. So that's how we started, right?
What happened? What happened?
Okay, well, the first day I asked him, you know, hey, you notice anything? He said, no. I said, the second day, you notice anything? He says, no, you know, and so, you know, I said, you know what? I'm just not going to ask this man anymore. And, you know, so I didn't. And, and he didn't mention anything to me. And I kind of was thinking that it wasn't working. But somewhere along the line during that month, I did reach, you know, I did say, you know, hey, I guess it's not working. And he says, well, what do you mean? You know, he says, I mentioned to you that it was working, you know, after I noticed something in my first week. And he's, you know, he had neuropathy issues really bad. And he said, you know, in my first week, that was improved. Well, I don't remember him saying anything to me, but, you know, I was, you know, I was going through my own issues too. So, you know, maybe he did, but fast forward, okay, you know, 3 months later, he says it's 50% better than it was, you know, and now 8 months later, I just got an update and he said, it's hardly even there. I mean, I can hardly even notice it. So, you know, amazing. Amazing. You
So
know,
what happened to your belief because of that?
Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it works. I mean, it works amazing. And that was just the beginning, you know, and for me, you know, I've had a pain in my leg, lower back for 4 years. and ongoing, and it gets really bad when the weather's cold. In 3 weeks, it was gone, and it hasn't come back. And it's cold now. I mean, it's cold out there. I am not suffering this winter, and I've just seen so much, with so many people, that it really has been just a total wow experience for me ever since I got here. So for me, I'm never getting off of this. Never.
Isn't that wonderful? I tell people we should get a wow counter, how many times we say wow. So you observed and witnessed your husband having a true skeptic. You had relief, your son had relief, and then you started building the business. And you're a 35-year pro. What's different about LifeWave, and what would you like to share as far as, success leaves clues? We like to share with people, how'd you get to director? What is it? I mean, Bill shared some of it, your consistency and your love and care for people. What else would you like to share with people, Trisha?
Okay, well, there's a lot of things out there, and I've seen a lot of different programs in 35 years. Oh my gosh. And, there's a good majority of things, I think people jump into just to make money. They're chasing the dollar, and they don't even care about the product, and, some cases, I mean, they don't even know what the product is. They don't really care, and so, if they're not making money right away, they're not interested in the product, they're just dropping out, right? This company is product focused, not, I can lead with the product, because everybody needs this, and everybody can benefit from this. So that's a huge difference, when you have something that truly change, that's making a huge impact on people's lives, and to where, once they experience it, they don't ever want to get off of it, like me and so many of the people, that I'm sharing it with. It's just like, that's just what I'm hearing, right? It's what I'm seeing. And that is, that means true residual income, because otherwise, you're just having people jumping from one thing to another, in and out. They could care less about the product. And, you're just constantly rebuilding and constantly, they're going out as fast as they're coming in. Here, it is really product centered. It's really making a difference in people's lives. And that makes all the difference as far as if you're looking for business, that makes all the difference.
That's so beautiful that you shared that, because, oh, what's that noise? Oh my goodness. Whoa, sound like we had an elephant in the room. The LifeWave is different. So many companies are opportunity driven, and we are pure product driven, and the product works. And for a lot of people, it works quite quickly. And some it takes time. So I like to be conservative in expectations, but isn't that wonderful? Now, being a 35-year consummate networking professional who wasn't looking for a networking company, what made you say yes? Was it Bill? Was it product? Was it the uniqueness? And when did you start sharing?
Okay. It was a combination of a lot of things. The leadership here, I absolutely love David. The more, I mean, you've got to have that leadership at the top, and he's just amazing, and he's brilliant. And, obviously we talked about the product, the product is just flat out works, we've got the team here, we've got support. So, once I started seeing the results and really understanding what this product is, I mean, really, like, how can you not share this? How can you not share this? And I wanted to share it with everybody that I knew, and but if I was going to share one thing, it would be really what I have taped at the corner of my computer here. And it's one of my favorite quotes. It's by Napoleon Hill. And it says, "Be persistent, no matter how slowly at first you may have to move. With persistence will come success."
Yeah.
And, you know, the reason that is taped to my computer is because, you know, like you mentioned, Robin, when I started LifeWave, I had, you know, was going through some health issues, and I had been kind of flat on my back and just absolutely useless for about a little over a month. And I was just coming out of that. And I'm the type of person, you know, when I want to do something and when I believe in something, I want to go 100%, you know, and I want to go fast. I want to, you know, I just, you know, that's just me. But I knew that in this case, it was unrealistic, you know. And I remember, you know, over the years, I've had so many people that have come to me, you know, and they're just thinking, I can't do this business because, you know, I don't have, you know, whatever's happening in their life, you know, either, you know, they just don't have the time, maybe, you know, it's an illness, you know, maybe it's some kind of trauma, maybe, you know, some type of challenge, maybe it's their work, you know, time is, you know, they just don't feel like they have enough time to make anything happen. And I know I always would tell them, I would always advise them, you know, okay, well, it's not about how much time you don't have, but, you know, what can you do? You know, because, you know, even if you don't feel like, you know, you don't have to feel like you have to have a 2-hour block of time to make this work. You know, do you have an hour? Do you have half an hour a day? Can you find 15 minutes in your day, you know, every day, and be true to that and be consistent with that? You know, if you have, you know, really put focus on 15 minutes, you know how much you can get done. And if you do that every day consistently, you know, over the month, it's going to add up, you know, it's going to add up. And I really had to sit down with myself. And because there were times when, you know, it was like, oh gosh, I'm not used to this. And, you know, having, you know, but I had to create a realistic plan of action because I knew I wanted to share this. And I just needed to, you know, set a plan of action that would be workable for me. And I knew that if I was going to be consistent with it and persistent with it, that things were going to start happening. And so what I did was I took a piece of paper, because anytime that I've done anything or accomplished anything in this industry, it's because I've put a plan together, you know, and I've created a daily method of operation and, you know, precise plan, you know, of income producing activities, right? And that I was going to to do every single day. Okay. So I took a piece of paper and I said, okay, what can I do? Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to go on a 90-day blitz. I'm not going to be able to, you know, 50 people a day. But you know what? I can do one. You know, I can start with one. So I took a piece of paper, and I still do that to this day. At the first of the week, I take a blank piece of paper and I make 4 columns lengthwise down the page. And, you know, I just put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And, you know, as I was creating this, when I first got started, I said, okay, so what's the income producing activities here? Okay, well, I just put in the first column sent, and the second column viewed, and the third column follow up, and the fourth column was training. Okay. And again, I still do this every single week, the beginning of the week. And my goal was, you know what? I want to have, by the time I go to bed, you know, I want to have one name written down in that sent column that's sending one intro video, the first video, one short video to someone who will say, sure, I'm open, you know, send me the video, you know. And then the second column, I wanted to have one view, okay, one person that viewed it, one new person. And then the third column was follow-up, because, you know, there's a reason why there's a saying that's the fortunes of follow-up. You know, I mean, follow-up's important, and sometimes you can forget it, you know. So I wanted to be conscious of that. And I wanted to have at least one name in that follow-up section. And then the last one was training, because gosh, there's so much here, you know, but that's how I keep learning. and from day one. And, I made a goal that I wanted to spend, at least, half hour, listen to one of the training calls, and continue growing and continue learning in the business. And just, that's what I did. That's what I did from day one.
So Trisha, those were wonderful gems for people because, most people do this part-time and you only had, a small window. So, you said there are no excuses. And for those of you that watched the Todd Falcone webinar on Saturday, that's exactly what he said. It's the people that don't have time that really need this. And we all can find a few minutes when we're driving from here to there to make a phone call or two. And yeah, I love your system. And getting people to watch the video, sharing the video and having videos viewed, that's what we're going for, because the videos do the work, and being consistent and persistent. So I hope everybody heard what Trisha had to say, and she's got quite an organization under her. She's got a whole bunch of directors that are going for it. It's really exciting. So you're going to watch Trisha go through the ranks pretty quickly from here on. So we're so glad you're part of our leadership team. Congratulations, Trisha. Thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight. And Bill, thank you for bringing such a treasure on. And Trisha, I mean, it's one of our favorite things is, we know these wonderful people, but then they know wonderful people. So it really works. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Robin. I just want to say, just thank you so much for your leadership and everything that you provide and your support. You and Gregory are just absolutely amazing. I've never had a team like this. And I'm so thankful for Angela Steemack, Bill Woodrow. Thank you so much. And my amazing team. Like you say, Robin, I'm just so blessed. I can't even believe this team that is coming together, and Kathy Rusan and Bonnie Hansen, Janet Kiefer, so many that I mean, it's just so many. And it's just one a day. Look what's happened.
One a day with 15 to 30 minutes. Well, thank you so much. And congratulations again. And we're cheering you on for the upper ranks, and thrilled to have you in our leadership team and being with us on Wednesday mornings at our leadership calls.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Trisha, and thank you, Bill. Okay, Gregory, you want to bring back the newsletter? Gregory's my great tech support. And so we go through the week. For those of you that are new, we like to kind of give an update of what's going on this week. If you're not getting our newsletter, please make sure you reach out to your sponsor. And there's a link at the bottom to sign up for it also. Every Tuesday night, we do an introduction to LifeWave, and we have a rotation of wonderful practitioners. And Dr. Tom Ackland's on tomorrow night, and what a joy. So notice that the numbers here, 479-071-423, that is the Zoom link. We were missing the 3, so we sent out the revision with the correct numbers. So just so everyone has that in case you want to just put the join and put the numbers in, or you can put Live Younger Zoom in your browser. So that, and this is a great place for guests. It's a half hour, and we have some interaction with the doctor, and then we have some questions and stories. So please join us and bring guests. Wonderful. Then we have Thursday morning, and Thursday morning is our business chat. Monday morning is our product chat. Thursday morning is our business chat, and we call Monday morning Miracle Call. And we don't highlight it on here, but we probably should. Amazing call where people share stories and ask questions. Product only, a great place to bring guests. Amazing story this morning. You can find it on our Facebook Live, and you can find it in Live Younger YouTube. So on Thursday morning, we have one of our leaders share a little bit about business. And I do believe we're going to be talking maintenance kits this Thursday with Judy Daniels. Is that correct, Connie? I think that's what we're doing. But it's always wonderful, and we have great leaders that are going to share. And then this Friday, we actually have a 30 minutes of wisdom. And you know how we talked about ending the year with intention? We're going to start the year with intention. And JJ and Robin are going to be with you on Friday morning to help you set up 2022 with the greatest of intention. We're going to be talking about habits. We're going to be talking about how you can create your best year ever. So we're excited about doing that with you on Friday morning. And then let's see what's next. Oh, Nova is next. Nova is the annual conference that the company offers online. And in this conference, we're going to have guest speakers, trainings, announcements. There's some very exciting announcements, and this is for everybody. So it's only $29. A bunch of people are having Zoom parties. You know, they're having their team over and watching together, watch parties, and they're getting together on breaks with their team on Zoom. And so it's a great opportunity. But just remember that if you sign up, then you have 2 weeks post Nova to access all the content that was available at Nova. So even if you're going to be with someone, you might want to register on your own so you have access to the replays. And that's only $29. And then continue on, honey. Gregory, you want to? Oh, good. So we just keep this on here because this is so every day we're hearing more and more X49 stories. Oh my gosh. And the combo X39 and 49, we call it X88. But that combo is a winner. And every day I'm hearing more and more stories of people that are just kind of amazed, whether it be strength or stamina or hair growth or bone density. I mean, it's happening, guys. And that's SKU of 39 and 49 together might just stay. We'll see very soon. I think we'll hear about that at Nova. And I just want to let everyone know, once a month they have a SPD call, senior presidential call with corporate. And they shared with us some very exciting news that, and they're going to be giving more information on this in the future, but as a 17-year-old company, we had a 60% growth in 1 year. That is absolutely extraordinary. So we are in the right place at the right time. We are with a company that is at the early stages of hypergrowth, the absolute dream of any networker. So please reach out and go to your chicken list. People are going to say, why didn't you let me know? It's like Bill called Trisha and they hadn't talked in many years. Remember those people that you loved working with and that you want to have closer in your life. I reached out to someone who I adore, and she's dealing with some, you know, so she had a work accident. She's dealing with some chronic pain, and I'm so excited to have her closer in my life. So share the great news and listen. If you haven't listened to this presentation, please do that. Next. Thank you. Good to know. Okay, this is my fun part. Our business is about stories, and we keep talking about this. You know, information tells and stories sell. And when you share your story in our Facebook groups, whether it's a Live Younger Facebook group where you can mention the patches, or the Vibrant Living where you don't mention the name, but you mention what happened, you are inspiring other people to be thinking about their friends and loved ones that they want to share with. And your stories are so important, and we have tons of them in the guides. And if you want to be inspired, you can just go to both Facebook groups, Live Younger and Vibrant Living, and go to the guide that has the stories. Oops, there's a big black thing. There you go. And so we are starting, brought back by popular demand, is the spin. And for those of you that share your stories, we're going to do a spin, and we're going to give away a book called Build It Big. And Build It Big was produced by the Direct Selling World Alliance. And it's little snippets from leaders from all different companies of, little hints on how to be successful in our profession. And so we'll be sending that to the person who wins the spin. So I am going to do the spin. Can you see the spin? Yes? Okay. I'm ready. A spin. Watch this. We're going to spin for the winner of the book. These are people that put stories in the Vibrant Living Facebook group, and one of them will win the book. So ready? And the winner is, ta-da! Oh, it's Daniel. Oh my gosh. If you guys didn't hear Daniel's story, it's one of those wow, wow, wow stories. And in Vibrant Living, excuse me, in Vibrant Living, there's a long version and a short version, and it might be in Live Younger, might be in both, but it's amazing. So please watch that story. And Daniel, please send me your address and I will send you a book. And we are so happy for you, Daniel, that you have had such an amazing experience with the patches and you're no longer in your wheelchair. And that's really, really, really exciting for everybody. So at this time, we're at the bottom of the hour. We're at the end of our call. We want to thank each and every one of you for being with us this evening. A special thank you to Bill and to Trisha. Another congratulations. It's one of our favorite things. Remember, our job is to get them in, keep them in, and move them along. And we have a lot of people moving along, and we're very, very happy about that. And it's we're going to have an amazing year this year. So thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening, and we will say good night. Bye, everybody.